Hi everyone, this is Aditya Viraj and we'll have a quick revision of CS 111 for quiz 3. So the first concept here we have is block scope and global variables. In layman terms we can say that the scope of a variable is a part of the code where it can be accessible, or we can write a code using that variable. It's especially between the curly brackets. Global variable defined generally outside of any function, generally in the start. It can be accessed in any function or any part of the code. Block is the segment of code written between two curly brackets. As you can see, this is a block which is between these two curly brackets. Functions are really important because they help us in modular thinking and writing our code modularly to make our code less tedious, so that we need not repeat same code twice or thrice. We can just call the function. There are also some special functions which do the purposes of loops, like recursive or invoking another function inside a function. The major thing which we tend to make mistakes is arguments in C are passed by value. Very important. Passed by value mean the values given as input to the functions are copied, or the values of the inputs are copied into a local variable, and everything goes in a local variable. The code is executed in the local variable. How do we write a function? So let's start with function prototype declaration. Prototype declaration will have the return type of the function name like find, check, or etc., and types of inputs. There can be one or two. There can also be null, that is no input. Return type is generally what the function returns after it's executed. It can be null, that is void, or int, or char, or even it can be pointers. Function name is we generally use so that we can call or invoke the function in main program. Types of inputs can be anything, but while declaring prototype we need not write int a and int b. Just writing int and int would be sufficient and saving our time a lot. And it's better we declare the prototypes of all the functions at first, because we may be invoking functions, as we have discussed earlier, invoking a function inside another function, or invoking the same function in itself. So declaring prototypes and then writing the definitions would be helpful, else there would be a error, compilation error. Defining the function, whatever we given input. Suppose this function has two inputs, so this function declares a local variable a and b and assigns the values of inputs to a and b. Then whatever code we write, we have to write that in the terms of a and b. So after operating with a and b, it returns an integer. As we have mentioned, return type is an integer. As we have discussed, function invoking itself, recursive. The most famous example of recursive would be Fibonacci or Viranka numbers, like calling the previous number and the previous but one number to find the next number. So we'll see an easier example to understand. I've written a code. Can you guess what this returns? Int n will call int n minus 1 and so on. So that's why it is called recursive. This function returns n factorial, the value of n factorial. This is the base case, like the function has to stop, the recursive function has to terminate at some point. or else it will become an infinite loop and there might be errors from the compiler side. So we make base cases to terminate it. Base cases when we one or more, or we can just write a while loop saying while n greater than or equal to 1 return n star n factorial, else return 1. We can also have the same function with two base cases. I have demonstrated here. I just gave a diagram to understand how the working of recursive function for finding out 4 factorial works. When we call 4 factorial, it tries to evaluate the value of 4 times calling 3 factorial. When we call 3 factorial, it tries to evaluate the value of 3 times 2 factorial, and so on. It goes up to 1, then it comes back 1 times 2 times 3, 4 times 6, so 24.